What's up, everybody? Derek here, and today we're at Bass Pro Shops. Surprise, surprise. We're going to look at some hard baits over in the bass fishing area. I wanted to look at some, so I figured I might as well take you all along with me. So let's go check them out. All right, as we walk up, starting off, we got some Norman crankbaits. Pretty sweet selection, but look at the prices on these. $6, $7. Pretty much average. And then you're starting to go into head and stuff with torpedoes. Those things definitely work. Probably not my favorite, but I've caught bass on them in the past. And then of course Rebel. I love Rebel lures. They're so simple and they're such classic lures, especially for creek fishing. But the prices on them just can't be beat a lot of times, and that is probably some of the most fish catchingest lures right there. Those things will catch them on the creek, that's for sure. And if we go over here and start going down, we got Arbogast. So we're kind of in the topwater section, and those are some old-timey lures that have been around quite a while. And then we got Bomber, $6.19, not too bad at prices. The Model A's, deep Model A's, flat A's. I mean, you just got everything in here. And then Bagleys. Those are good. I believe those are balsa. Yeah, balsas. Look at the price on those. $9. You don't want to lose one of those. And then rattle traps will catch some fish, especially in grass. $7.60. Love rattle traps. And especially that one right there, cherry curl. That is a perfect color. But tons and tons of rattle traps. And then look at this monster rattle trap, $11 for a 1/4 ounce. Then you got the Lucky Craft stuff. I haven't used Lucky Craft in quite some time, but they do catch them. I know Skeet Reese is sponsored by them. Quite a few of them. That's a cool looking one right there, a little popper. Then 6 Cents, they don't have a big section here, but they've got their crankbaits right here, it looks like. And then Berkeley, which are some decent lures, but they're not that great. They're more of a production type. I don't know. The Chapo is a well-known that backed up the Whopper Plopper after it came out, but definitely some cool ones. That one's a cool one. Spin Rocket, that's a cool topwater right there. But yeah, just Berkeley's been around for a long time, but look at the prices on some of these. $10. David Fritz is sponsored by him, so those are his custom-made crankbaits, I guess. Just lots and lots of Berkeley stuff, and they are pricey. Then of course Strike King, they got their rattle trap, or their, look at that, good ones. $6. Got some decent prices on those. $9. Starting to get in the crankbaits. Yeah, some good crankbaits that Strike King makes. Especially this one. That one for in the summertime for going deep, or any of these for the matter of fact, when you get them deep and bounce them off the bottom, get in those schools of bass that are all huddled up together. I mean, look at those XDs, tons of them. You don't think a bass wouldn't hit that, but a big bass will slam some of those if you get it down there deep enough, 25 feet and beyond. But $17, that's quite expensive, so you don't want to hang up and lose one of those. And these are just classic, just shallow water, you know, up to like 10 feet, somewhere around in there, and just bouncing it off the bottom. All of these crankbaits. Kevin Van Dam's won a lot of tournaments on these crankbaits. I know Grand Lake for sure, he's caught a bunch of them winning tournaments on that lake. I can't remember the statistics, but awesome lures in here. $6, $12. What are these? Hybrid Hunter. I don't even know what that is. There's not even any on the shelf. They're out of stock. So it must be a hot one. They're starting to get into the poppers. Ooh. Then the smaller square bills. Those are the tournament grade, I believe. And then you got Smithwick. which they definitely have been around for quite a while. Bandit. I love Bandit crankbaits. That was one of the first crankbaits where I tore them up, was a Bandit. And I found it hung up on a pond. Yozuri. They've got some decent ones, but I haven't ever really used Yozuri too much. Cotton Cordales, you can get those at Walmart all day long. Rapala. Now this is the Rapala section. I mean, the rest of this aisle is just Rapala. I mean, tons of them. And they're known for catching fish. Definitely. $6.30, $8. I mean, just all kinds of different prices here. Let me know, do you guys use Rapalas? I've used them in the past on jerk baits for sure, and then weighting them the way that I wanted to and just kind of catching tons of fish. I always liked the Rapalas, but I never used the crankbaits too much. Man, so many of them. $8.30, $11. Tons of them. And the rest of them, I mean, there's the jointed minnows. Look at, and Storm. I thought it was all Rapala, but there's some Storms on the end with some Booyahs. And then some Jenkos, $13. I don't know if I'd go with that or if I'd go with the Strike King XD. Then starting to get into the Bass Pro stuff, and whatever those are, Baby Pops, those are all sold out. Bass Pro stuff. That's a cool little wake bait, looks like. Big old fat sucker. $4. Not bad prices on these at all. There's a lot of them sold out though. Man, there's a bunch of them gone. Maybe because of the price and what they're actually fishing with, but I mean, out of all of these on these aisles, these are the most that are gone. Look at all these. Starting to get into some deeper divers. That's a cool color right there. I know I definitely like the top waters for Bass Pro products. They make some great topwater baits for a good price. And there's their bubbling toad, which is kind of a cool concept. Little jerkbait kit, crankbait kit, popper, $20. Little kits right here. Not bad. Kermies. There's a bunch of them that are sold out. Look at all these little bitty crankbaits. Pretty sweet. $3.20. Then we got the last section. We got some jerk baits. Looks like here. Getting some rattle traps. And then you got the double ploppers. These are cool. I've always wanted to fish one of these and see if I could catch something. And of course you got your whopper ploppers. And then the lunker hunt stuff, which is pretty cool because they kind of go outside of the box and try to figure out some stuff that nobody else really does on the market. And the prices aren't too bad either. I mean, these aren't really hard baits with these frogs and stuff, but it's cool looking at them regardless. I almost consider them a hard bait sometimes, even though they're collapsible. Scum frogs. Never really used a scum frog much. Or those leapfrogs. Now these are kind of different. I've seen the advertisements on those, but it's basically a frog. Strike King stuff, $10, $7. Pretty much all about the same. Well, that's kind of a cool looking one. Well, that was pretty much the selection of hard baits that they've got up here. They got a good selection going on up here, but I don't know. I might go back over there and buy some. I'll figure it out here in a little bit. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.